interested always in the why part rather than the what part, because what part is very understandable and you can find a lot of data about that. The bigger question which is at times asked is about WBS, that when you have a scope statement document already there, why do you need a WBS? Which is a very relevant question when everything 100% scope is already written in scope statement. It's termed as scope statement for the reason that is 100% scope document, right? What we are going to be done, what requirements we are going to accept it, what requirements we are going to not accept it, all of that is written, assumptions, constraints, acceptance criteria. By the way, I did not really talk about the acceptance criteria while discussing PSS, for the reason that acceptance criteria would have the same description as we have already discussed in detail in the Agile. Acceptance criteria is on what ground the deliverable is going to be accepted by the customer in validated scope process. So acceptance criteria is for customer validation, for acceptance. And it comes from the user itself. Right, so everything is there in scope statement with respect to 100% scope. So why WBS? This is a very sensible question, right? Why WBS? Yes, Hamad, please.
Because WBS, we have a graphical representation of the complete scope, and as you mentioned that graphical representation of the complete project scope and also easy to manage.
This is one reason, a very good take, but this is one of the reasons of why. So it's graphical, it's probably, you know, one screen representation of the overall scope of work. This is one reason why WBS. But I think this is not a good enough reason for this level of work that we do in WBS. Yes, Ali, do you want to say?
I think WBS provides us precedence that what comes before what. So it's and how what is the interrelationship between different tasks?
No, not really, not really. The WBS doesn't do any of this. So WBS doesn't talk about priority. So on this screen, you will never get an idea that maybe, for instance, agile videos are more important than predictive. It's 100% scope. It's a scope visibility. What is important and what is not important is not really about WBS.
Okay.
Right. And neither the interconnectivity, the dependency of activities or the dependency of deliverables is a schedule-based discussion, not a scope-based discussion. Right? So again, it's not related to scope. Oh yes, Hamad, please.
WBS can be used for estimates in terms of cost and schedule at work package level, that we move upward at work package for in terms of cost and schedule estimates.
Yes. That's correct. So I have my 4 pointers for why part of WBS, like why WBS or where exactly scope statement is not helping and WBS is helping. You should have a reason of going with any artifact or doing any work in project, even in the planning. It should not be a redundant or wasted effort. If it is a redundant effort, maybe nobody is going to use it. So one aspect is graphical, one screen representation of the overall scope of work, which is very helpful at times. The other very good reason is team's buy-in. This is a very, very useful reason of why WBS. See, first of all, by the time you are done with your scope statement or WBS, it's not necessary that each of the member or all the team members are involved in this process of creating the scope. And we know this from our experience as well in the market. At times, only leads are involved in the collect requirement process. At times, only some experts and domain knowledgeable people are involved in the scope discussion process or collect requirement analysis. And at times, the junior or medium level team members, they are just waiting for everything to be sorted by the managers and the leads so that they could get visibility of what is their portion in the scope of work. I believe everybody would agree with me on this. This may or may not happen, but if this may happen, then you should have a provision for that. WBS is a team level document. It's more for the team and less for the customers or outside stakeholders. Right? It can be helpful for the outside stakeholders as well, but this is more of a team level document where all the team members, now we know who is a team.